everyone, this is Daphne Tett. I'm in my room. There's some really noisy lawn stuff going outside, and I'm here to tell you about my top 5 Sinnoh Pokemon from Ash anime, whatever. Sinnoh is undoubtedly the most fabulous region Ash has visited so far. I mean, everyone dressed so fabulously, except for Ash, because, you know, he had that god yellow stripe. But this isn't about fashion. This is about Ashen and Pokemon, and the awesome one's Ash had. Ash had no fashion. It's so much rhyming. Ash. Okay. This is for the Diamond and Pearl series, seasons 10 through 13. Diamond and Pearl Battle Dimension, Diamond and Pearl Galactic Battles, and Diamond and Pearl Sinnoh League victors. Ironically, Ash never won the Sinnoh League, but this Pokemon was still pretty darn cool. That's why I've compiled this list of his top 5 Pokemon from Sinnoh, in my opinion. Number 5, Gibble. I needed a number 5. That and Draco Meteor. Number 4, Aipom. This is just an example of how first impressions aren't everything. Back in the Battle Frontiers, a dadgum varmint who kept grabbing Ash's hat, but then it became one of my favorite monkey pals from Sinnoh, who used contestness to win gym battles. Then there's... wait. I was gonna make some point about how Aipom started pearl shipping, but it turns out it's Pikachu, not Aipom. Because in the first episode where Pikachu went missing, and then Dawn found Pikachu and returned Pikachu to Ash, and that's how they met. But Aipom was that, and that was Pikachu, not Aipom. But Aipom was there. It just didn't start pearl shipping, or whatever your shipping name you use for Ash and Dawn. I originally used Dashon because that was literally the best thing I could come up. The names aren't compatible. Does that say anything about how well they work as a couple? Oh, whatever. Getting back to contest this, you should have seen the look on Gardenia's face as her speed Turtwig fell to the ground. That's because Aipom used its contestness. I always wondered why Aipom wanted to compete in a contest since Ash was a big battler, and really it was Dawn who was Dawn who's the coordinator, and I guess that's why they did the trade? That's definitely why they did the trade. It's when I had my epiphany, pun intended. It wanted to compete in contests because it saw May compete at the Grand Festival, and that's the mark May left on the Sinnoh, besides me accidentally calling Dawn May in the first episode, which I will never forgive myself for. Okay, number 3, Gliscor. To be honest, I didn't really care for Gliscor until the episode it left. I was just like, Ash, you just got it! At least that's what it felt like. Until then, Gliscor was just in the background like, yep, Ash has a Gliscor. And then when I started learning all that Sky Battle Mode Ghost stuff, I was like, yes! Gliscor has so much potential! This is gonna be amazing! And then Ash gave it away that same episode, and I was like, aw, Gliscor had so much potential! This was gonna be amazing. Major letdown, isn't it? This is a little something I like to call the Heracross factor. How ticked off you are that Ash gave a Pokemon away. My Heracross, this factor for Gliscor is pretty high. But it's not quite as high as Glalie, or better yet, Heracross, which means I like it. Number 2, Weasel, also known as the Weasel, Ash Speed Weasel, the Sea Weasel. There's more to Weasel than the surplus of nicknames I gave it. First of all, it has bad ashitry. Many an instance, it would come out of its Pokeball with its arms crossed because it is too good for you. Second of all, 3 words, Ice, Aqua, Jet. Third of all, speed. Speed Weasel had speed. Why else would it be called Speed Weasel if it wasn't hecka fast? It's one of the 3 S's of Ash Ketchum. Speed, strength, and, Dawn, give me another S. Strategy, that's a good third one. Weasel was great, and then in season 13 it just sort of faded into the background. It was all Infernape this and Torterra that and Gibble's Draco Meteor and Staraptor being Staraptor and pretty much appearing in every single episode because someone needed finding. Weasel wasn't getting the attention it deserved anymore. I sure learned Ice Punch, but that was in episode 2. At least we have the surplus of nicknames to remember. Now, an honorable mention, Quilava. I was going to put this on the list, but I was worried you guys were going to write in saying Cyndaquil was already on my top 10 for Kanto and Johto. Is at the Lily of the Valley Conference, and that counts as Sinnoh. Okay, time for number 1. This is my other favorite monkey pal from Sinnoh. That's right, my favorite Pokemon of Ash's from Sinnoh is Chimchar, /Monferno, /Infernape, but mostly Chimchar. I don't care about the tragic backstory. I only like it because it can go into the Avatar state. Face it, Chimchar's Blaze is the Avatar state. Don't tell me it's not. Because it is. Amazing uncontrolled power that only comes in grave danger, that's the Avatar state. I'll elaborate on this in a later video. Chimchar's Blaze is the Avatar state. The other reason I like Chimchar is because I called it. Okay, let me explain. When Chimchar first debuted, I was like, and in another stunning twist, Chimchar goes with Ash, because I know that there's a hidden rule that all 3 starters had to join the protagonist in some way, shape, or form, whether they be with Ash, or clearly not as we saw in Hoenn, where we had Ash with Trico, May with Torchic, and Brock got a Mudkip for whatever reason. The season 10 went by, Chimchar was still with that jerk Paul, and then at the end of the episode right before the season 10 finale, Paul was all like, I'm done with you. Wearing that emotionless facial expression he always wears. It's none of your business. See, still got it. And then Ash was all like, hey Jimmy, wanna come with me? And one cliffhanger later, Ash caught Chimchar, and I was like, yes! Called it. Called it. Called it. And that, my friends, is the story of Chimchar. Another quick note, seeing where Chimchar evolves in a Monferno is pretty much awesome. It took like 3 or 4 poses. I'll have to watch it again. Alright, I think that's all of the blethering I have for, what do you call it? The top 5 Pokemon from Sinnoh? Thank you guys for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe. And next week's Pokemon video is, where'd it go? I always have to do a lot of flipping. Pokemon is Avatar. I guess I just spoiled. And see, Chimchar's Blaze is the Avatar state. How fitting. Except this one will probably be coming out on Sunday because next Saturday I will be graduating and I will lots of hustling and bustling around. I'll be really busy that day, so I'll probably have to wait until Sunday, but you never know with my schedule. Alright. Then bye, and also stay tuned for Metopia and Dangan Island. Yeah, bye.